Hi everyone, welcome back to another class of Pronunciation in Use, Unit 54. Look who's talking. Introducing tones. Let me read this part. Some idiomatic expressions in English, idiomatic expressions, they have a fixed melody. So you always use that melody, ups and downs. Some parts you go up, some parts you go down. So the part that you go up, we call it the rising part. Yes, rising. The part that you go down, we call it falling. Right? So here, as you saw when I was pronouncing this, if you heard me well, I said, look who's talking. Look who's talking. So I put the stress on the ta part. Look who's talking. I'm not sure if you can see that. Look who's talking. So this part is louder. And here it says that, I can show you the picture. Here you see the pictures on the left and on the right. They are using the idiom, look who's talking. So on the ta part, the intonation is rising. There is no rule. You just have to, it's the idiom, and it has a fixed melody. They put the stress on ta. Say, hey, look who's talking. And it's very useful. Let me see if I can play it for you and also talk about the meaning. Hi everyone, welcome. Let's talk about the meaning too. Let me play this.
C62. Look who's talking. You'll be lucky.
So one of them is look who's talking, and the other one is you'll be lucky. So these are the same, the fixed melody that you need to follow. So try to repeat after me. Look who's talking. You'll be lucky. So let me read the conversation for you. Look at the man. The man is already lazy. If you look at him, he's fat. He's a couch potato. He doesn't move. He says, your problem is, the man says to the woman, your problem is you are lazy. You never move off the sofa. But then you look at the man himself, he's just as lazy. So the woman says to the man, look who's talking, which means that you are lazy too. The criticism that you just gave me, it applies to you too. So the man says, you're lazy, you never move off that sofa. The woman says, look who's talking. You're lazy too. So that's what it means, right? The next one, the boy is saying, perhaps Marvin will lend me some money. So this boy wants to get some money from Marvin. But the girl thinks that it is impossible. It's not going to happen. So she says, you'll be lucky, which means I think that you will not get the money. But if you do, you'll be lucky. So listen again.
C62. Look who's talking. You'll be lucky.
Yes, you'll be lucky if you get that money, but I think that you won't. So basically it says some idioms, they have their own fixed melody and you have to memorize them, or use them, so it becomes second nature to you. So try to repeat after me again. Look who's talking. You'll be lucky, which means you won't be able to get it. If you get it, you'll be really lucky. But here we have some more examples. Again, whenever you see this is, we call it the falling intonation, going from top to bottom. It's falling. And then we have here, again it is falling, again falling, but finally here it is from bottom to top, so it is rising. This one is rising. So for you, I want it to be easy when you want to answer the questions next page. So for falling intonation, just write F for falling intonation, write F. For rising intonation, just please write R, which means it's going up, it's rising. Alright? So we have falling intonation and rising intonation. Now let's listen. Here you see two people, and you also see an animal here. Do you know what animal it is? What is this animal? Yeah, it's like a wolf, but I don't know if it's a wolf. Maybe. Yes. Sajjad says bear. Yeah, it's also like a bear. It's a little fat. Okay, so listen to the conversation.
C63. Shh. What? Bear. Bear? Bear. Where? There. Far? No. Near? Yeah. Run? Run!
Alright, so there is a bear that is near and they are scared, so they have to run away. But one of them doesn't know, so Joe is actually, Sid is actually telling Joe that there is a bear nearby and they have to escape. Listen again.
C63. Shh. What?
So you see the first two are falling. So shh. What?
Bear.
This is also falling. Bear. There's a bear.
Bear? Bear?
This one is rising. Bear? I mean, like, really? Bear? This is rising. Going up.
Bear. Where? There. Far? No.
This far. Is the bear far? This is rising again, going up.
No. Near? Yeah.
Near? It is yeah.
Run? Run!
Yes, angry bird. Angry bear. So yes, this is a good practice. You can listen again and say Joe's line. So it says, shh. What? Bear. Bear? Bear. Where? There. Far? No. Near? Yeah. Run? Run. So yes, that's rising and falling. Here it says the meanings and the voice. You can go up, you can go down. We talk about it in other lessons. We have already talked about them. So let's go to the exercises. Exercises, yes. Here, please listen to the conversation and draw a line here. You see there are some blanks here. You see there are blanks here. You should draw a line. You can just type for me F or R. So if you tell me F, I understand that you mean falling. If you tell me R, I understand that you mean rising. So I want you to listen to the CD and tell me how is the intonation at the end of these sentences. At the end of these sentences. So let's go to number 1.
D64. 1.
Would you like to hold it?
You must be joking.
You must be joking. So what do you think? It's going up or down? You must be joking. Do you want to listen again?
Joking.
2.
Be joke.
Like to hold it?
You must be joking.
2.
Actually, it stresses on Joe. So joking, you can say it's going down, but basically the whole intonation is going up. You must be joking. So I would also go for R, but we will check it at the end. Because of these are idioms, you must be joking. I took a picture of the answer key so we can take a look at the meanings of these idioms. Number 2, Sajid also says rising.
I never eat caviar. Too salty.
Chance would be a fine thing. Chance would be a fine thing.
Nick!
Too salty.
Chance would be a fine thing.
Chance would be a fine thing. Yeah, this is falling. This thing is going down. Chance would be a nice thing, fine thing. This is an idiom. It means, you know, caviar is expensive. And he says, I never eat caviar. It is too salty. And then the other one says, well, it's very expensive and maybe you don't get an opportunity to eat that fish. That kind of fish or eggs. And then the chance would be a fine thing, which means it is highly unlikely that you get the chance to eat caviar. But we'll check it again. Number 3.
Next!
Go for it!
4. Salty.
Chance would be a fine thing.
Next!
Go for it!
4.
Go for it. So what is happening at the end? Is it falling or is it rising? It says go for it. Go for it. I think it's falling. It says go for it. It doesn't say go for it. It says go for it. So it seems to be more falling.
This soup isn't very hot.
Give me a break!
Six. Go for it!
4.
This soup isn't very hot.
Give me a break!
Give me a break. So what is it? Yes, this is rising. Give me a break. You usually say that when you do something hard and still they say, oh, it's not good, it is this, it is that. Say, come on, give me a break. For example, in this hard situation, it is cold, they are outside. He has, I don't know, he has cooked some soup. And the woman says, no, this soup isn't good, it's not hot. And the man says, give me a break. Come on, in this hard situation I cooked, for example, soup. And you tell me it's not good. So let me show you the answers now. So these are the answers. Falling, rising, falling, rising. Falling, rising, falling, rising. So let's check. Falling, rising, falling, rising. Why? Let's take a look again. Number 1 is falling. Yes, number 1, I also told you that it could be falling. You know what? Because you have the word joking, and a stress is on the first part. You must be joking. So because the stress is on the first part, somehow what is happening is you are moving down. The intonation is going down. So it makes sense that it's not rising, but it's falling. Listen again.
C64.
Hi
1.
everyone.
Would you like to hold it?
You must be joking.
So on the king part, she's going down. It says, you must be joking. You must be joking. So that's why it's like this, and it says number 1 is falling. But number 2 is rising. Maybe we didn't listen carefully. Number 3 and number 4 we did okay. Go for it. Give me a break. So 3 and 4 were good. But this one again we seem to have made a mistake. So it should be rising. But let's see why.
2.
I never eat caviar. Too salty.
Chance would be a fine thing.
Yes, chance would be a fine thing. It doesn't say chance would be a fine thing. It says chance would be a fine thing. Fine thing. Listen again.
2.
I never eat caviar. Too salty.
Chance would be a fine thing.
Hi everyone, welcome to the live. Chance would be a fine thing. Thing. Da. It's going up. Da. Thing. Chance would be a fine thing. So this is falling. This is rising. This is again falling. And this is rising. Yes. So that was the first part. Now what do they mean? Here, number 1 says, would you like to hold it? It is a wild animal. What is this animal? Is it a crocodile? It says, would you like to hold it? And the girl says, what? You must be joking. So here it says, you must be joking. If someone makes a suggestions and you think it is a very bad idea, you say, you must be joking. What are you saying? Number 2, I never eat caviar. Too salty. And then the other one says, chance would be a fine thing, which means you don't even have the chance to eat that food. So chance would be a fine thing if someone is telling you about something they like or they don't like. if you had the opportunity, and you can say this. If someone is telling you about something you would like to do if you had the opportunity, you can say this. So basically, if somebody says that, you can say chance would be a fine thing, which means you still haven't had the chance to eat caviar, but if you had the chance, or if you get the chance one day, okay, you can skip it. Number 3 says next there is a show or something, and this says go for it. So here it says go for it. You say it when you want to start a performance. Your friend wants to start a performance, and you say to your friend, go for it. Give me a break, I already told you, but let me read it for you. If you achieve something in difficult circumstances and someone still complains, you can say this. Give me a break. So as you see in this hard situation, in the picture it's cold, and he has cooked something, I guess, and still the woman says, this soup isn't good, it's not hot. And the man says, give me a break. I cooked it in this hard situation and you're telling me it's not good? Yes. Let's go to the next part. Here you should listen and fill in these blanks. You have some blanks here, and then again you should write it. For example, the first one is falling, the second one is rising. Why? Listen.
C65. Example.
Let's go away for the weekend.
Where?
Let's go to Atlanticilio, go, go, go.
Where?
So A says, let's go away for the weekend. And the man says, where? This is falling. And then the woman says,
For the weekend.
Where?
Let's go to Atlanticilio, go, go, go.
Where?
so the man is like, where? What? So let's go to Lenticilolo, go, go, go. And then the man is surprised and he says, where? So the answer for the example is FR. So here is how you can type your answer on the live. Number 1, you tell me FR or RF or RR or FF. So listen to number 1.
1. I know who stole your glasses.
Who?
It was Mickey Mumpkin.
Who?
Where?
1. I know who stole your glasses.
Who?
It was Mickey Mumpkin.
Who?
2.
So what do you think? FR, RF, FF, RR. Mujtaba says FR. Good, Mujtaba. FR, exactly. First, he says, I know who stole your glasses. Says, who? Who did it? And it says, it was Mickey Mumpkin. Says, what? Who? That person? For example, I trusted him so much. So, who? So that's F. That's FR. What did you say? Sorry, that's RF. Yes, good Mujtaba, good Sajjad. RF. So the first one is falling. No, FR. Oh my God, I'm going crazy. What is everyone is writing something? Listen, the first one is falling, so it's F. The second one is rising, so it's R. So FR. Mujtaba, the first answer was right. FR. I know who stole your glass. Who? Falling. It was Mickey Mumpkin. Who? Rising. FR. Okay, number 2.
Who?
It was Mickey Mumpkin.
Who?
2.
I've got some bad news for you.
What?
I'm afraid your house is burnt down.
What?
This is again the same, FR, yes?
2.
I've got some bad news for you.
What?
I'm afraid your house is burnt down.
What?
So which what is rising, which what is falling? Yes. Again, it's FR. What? What? The second what is really rising. So falling, rising.
I've got some bad news for you.
What?
I'm afraid your house is burnt down.
What?
Yeah, Mustafa just wanted to write it in capital letters and then he made a mistake. Okay, number 3.
3.
Excuse me, can you help us?
Yes.
Can you take a photo of us with this camera?
Yes. 3.
Excuse me, can you help us?
Yes.
Can you take a photo of us with this camera?
Yes. 4.
News for you.
What?
I'm afraid your house is burnt down.
What?
3.
Excuse me, can you help us?
Yes.
Can you take a photo of us with this camera?
Yes.
Mustafa says 3FR, Sweet says RF. Yes, I agree with Sweet. I think it's RF. Says, excuse me, can you help us? Says yes. It's like yes. I mean, how can I help you? Yes. It's like yes. Says, can you take a photo of us? Yes. And it's falling. So I think it's not FR, it's RF. Listen again.
2.
I've got some bad news for you.
What?
I'm afraid your house is burnt down.
What?
3.
Excuse me, can you help us?
Yes.
Can you take a photo of us with this camera?
Yes.
Somebody says, what's the name of the book? The name of the book is pinned at the bottom. Pronunciation in use.
4.
We're going for a picnic if you want to come.
When?
At midnight tonight.
When?
Excuse me, can you help us?
Yes.
Can you take a photo of us with this camera?
Yes. 4.
We're going for a picnic if you want to come.
When?
At midnight tonight.
When?
See?
Can you take a photo of us with this camera?
Yes. 4.
We're going for a picnic if you want to come.
When?
At midnight tonight.
When?
So, at first she says when, and it says a min. I said, what? When? So the second one is rising, the first one is falling. That's FR again. FR again. So we're going for a picnic if you want to come. When? At midnight tonight. When? So the second one is rising, the first one is falling. So that's FR. Good, sweet. Now it says, which one do you hear? Do you hear A or do you hear B? Example, it says you hear B. Okay? But what about number 1? What about number 2? So listen.
C66. Example.
Where?
1.
So example is at where. So when you say where, it's falling. So you should go to the falling part of an example. it's here. Let's go for the where it says where. It's falling, so that's A. It's not the B part. The B part is rising, so that's the A part. Let's go away and it says where. That's what you heard in the CD too. Listen again.
Where? 1. Who?
Okay, 1 who. So what is it, A or B in this conversation?
One. Who?
Good, Mojtaba. It's B because it is rising. It says who? Who? It's rising. It's like this. Who? Who did you say? So, and the rising part, it is part B, of course, in number 1.
Two. What?
What about number 2? Good, Sajjad. What about number 2?
Where? 1. Who? 2. What? 3.
So 2 is what? It is A. It's falling, yes? It is A. Sorry, I can't draw well with the mouse. It is A, yes, it's here. It says, no, not here, number 2. Here, what?
Yes. 4.
It's very hard to understand.
Who? 2. What? 3. Yes.
Yes. Yes is A. Because it's rising. It says yes. If you remember number 3 here.
I know. 2. I've got 3.
Excuse me, can you help us?
Yes.
Can you take a photo of us with this camera?
Yes.
Yes. So this one it is. It says yes. This is the one it said here.
C67. Who? 2. What? 3. Yes.
Yes. So that sounds more like A, rising. Number 4.
What? 3. Yes. 4. When?
When?
2. What? 3. Yes. 4. When?
Good. 4. When? It is A. Alright. Yes, that's it. Good, this is the end of this lesson. But I think there are some problems in the answer key because I have it here. Let me see, this part we did okay. We said RF, RF, FR, RF. Let me see. Oh, what did I say? Sorry. FR, yes. FR, FR, RF, FR. So FR, FR, RF, FR. Yes. So this part we did okay. Let me see the next part. A, B, A, B. Here I think there is a mistake. A, B, A, B is not correct. A, B, A, B is not correct. We checked it. It is B, A, A, A. We can listen again. So I think here there is a mistake in the answer key.
C66. Example. Where? 1. Who?
So one is who, it is rising. Who and rising, it is B, it is not A. So we are right, it is B.
2. What?
What? This is falling, so this is A. It's not B. It is falling. It is A. What? It's not what. So we're okay.
3. Yes. 4.
3 is yes. This is rising. This is A. Here it agrees with us.
4. When?
When. So 4 is when. It is falling. It is A. It is not B. So we are okay. B, A, A, A. But here in the answer key, there is some problem. 54.3. Answer is not that. So sometimes there are some mistakes in the books, but it's okay. Alright, I'll stop the recording and I'll share it on my Telegram.